Good evening, good evening, good evening. So it is actually Wednesday night. But I might not send this out until tomorrow morning. But I wanted to come back and do a little part 2 on adoption. Um, because something just came to mind. And I'm just gonna do a little bit part 2. So we talked about adoption and we talked about how adoption is final, right? When you are adopted into the family, that means you are heir. You are God's child. No one can take that away from you, right? But I want to go a little bit further with this and just, I don't know, I guess connect it to God's deep, deep love for us, right? Um, so I'm gonna be reading a couple verses from Ephesians, chapter 1, verse, where is that? Verse 5, 4 and 5. Long ago, even before he made the world, God loved us and chose us in Christ to be holy and without fault in his eyes. His unchanging plan has always been to adopt us into his own family by bringing us to himself through Jesus Christ. And this gave him great pleasure, right? And so we see that word adoption, right? And we see through Jesus Christ. And let's think about adoption, right? When you are doing private adoption, families, they spend months, even years sometimes, looking and searching and trying to find the right fit, the right baby that they want to kind of adopt, right? Some families, they pay thousands and thousands of dollars. This is private adoption that I'm talking about, right? They pay so much money. They have lawyer fees, right? They have court fees, just different things, the paper, documents, all this stuff. And they're doing all of this stuff willingly, right? Because this is who they want to adopt. They chose that baby. And maybe the mother who chose the family as well, right? But let's think about that. The word says that this was God's unchanging plan long, long ago, even before he made the world. Because God is all-knowing. He already knew what was going to go down in the Garden of Eden, right? And so he already had a plan set out so that he can reconcile us back to him, right? And what did I say? When people are going to adopt, they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? I think some people pay like $50,000, $100,000 to adopt a baby. What price did God pay? He paid the ultimate price. He paid the ultimate price by sending his son Jesus Christ to die for us. Why? Why? So that we can be brought back to him, right? And the word says that it gave him great pleasure. It gave him great pleasure to send his son, Jesus Christ, to die for us so that we can be adopted, redeemed, reconciled back to him. It gave him great pleasure to do that because he chose us. That's what the word says. God loved us and chose us. He chose us. He chose you. He chose you before you were even born. He chose you while you were still in your sin. If you're in your sin right now, he still chose you. He still died for you, right? And then I was thinking about this other thing, right? Because it's so funny because you know how people say like when you're around somebody for a long time, you start looking like them, right? And so everybody know I've been with my mom, my family for a long time. And it's so funny because people will see us out sometimes and be like, oh, you look just like your mom. Not knowing that she's my adopted mom, right? But people say that when you be around people for a long time. But people say I look like my biological mom too, so people are weird. But anyway, my point I'm making is how much time are you spending with God? And can people see it? Can they tell by looking at you? Are you starting to look like God? How much time are you spending with him? How much time are you spending in his word? How much time are you praying with him? How much time are you just spending trying to listen to his voice, right? How much time are you spending in worship? And are you starting to look like him? Can people, when people see you, do they say, you look just like your dad, right? You look just like your dad. Just something to think about. Just something for you guys to ponder, right? You're chosen. God paid the ultimate price. And he wants you to look like him. I want you to look like him. I want to look like him. I'm trying. Lord, I need you every day. Be strong where I am weak, Lord. Like, let's look like our dad. He paid the ultimate price for us. Let's look like our dad. That's what I want us all to do, is look like our dad. Our dad in heaven. All right. I think I'm gonna send this out tonight. I don't know.